Hello. Hello, everybody. It's time to get started. If everyone wants to go find their seats, or if you're a standing type person, you can feel free to stay at the high tops. Do what you need to do. Ooh, wow. Wow, all right. Active, attentive crowd, I like it. Hi, everybody, welcome, and hi to everyone who is tuning in from home to the 8th Annual Fab5 Awards presented by Tompkins Community Bank. Woo! We are so excited to be fully back in person to celebrate our incredible winners tonight. So to kick off our program, I'd like to invite Greg Hartz, the president of Tompkins Community Bank, to come and say a few welcome remarks.
Thank you very much. I am thrilled to be here, and it is really, really cool to be back in person. How many people are thrilled to be back in person for this event? I was commenting earlier that, being back here, we've all been kind of crawling back to normal, and being here in this room with this event feels like back to normal. So really, really great. We are tremendously proud to be the sponsor of this event, and I think even maybe more proud that it was a little over 8 years ago that we were very involved in helping to launch this program. We wanted very much, there was a group of us in the community that really felt we needed a way to recognize the young professionals in our community, and we really had no formal mechanism to do that. And thus, the Fab5 was born, and it's turned out to be just a wonderful program to recognize the leadership of all of you in this room and so many more like you. So I'm going to reflect just a little bit. When I was starting my career, I won't say how many years ago, but a lot, when I would go to community events like Chamber After Hours or other community type, mixer type events, I distinctly remember looking around the room and feeling young and looking at how many old people were in the room. I want to tell you, it's a harsh awakening when you realize you're one of the old people. But honestly, I look in this community today, and I truly believe it's all anecdotal. I don't have data to support this, but I really believe the numbers have shifted. I look at, when I go into a room, I see you and your peers, and I see fewer of my peers. That's inspiring to me. And I'm thrilled for everybody who's being recognized here tonight for really being selected amongst so many good candidates as the winners for this year. But I'm really thrilled for all of you who've chosen to get involved and find a way to support the community. I've lived here almost my whole life. It's a wonderful community, and it only is what it is because people choose to get involved wherever you're inspired to do it and make a difference. That's all it is, and I really want to say congratulations to all of you for doing that. Very quick thank you. If I make a mistake on someone's name, please forgive me. But none of these things just happen. They happen because people get together and work to make them happen, and I want to recognize the group that organized this event, many of whom are sitting at this table here. Haley Little, Mary Holland Bovis, Adrienne Toria, Rachel Grant, Robin Leary, Lauren Garnice, and Nana Potenza. Could you all stand, and can we thank you? Okay, I think every one of them was sitting at that table, which is great. So anyway, congratulations here tonight. Thanks so much for being here, and thanks for what you do. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. My name is Adrienne Toria. I am the president of Tompkins Connect. If you're not familiar with Tompkins Connect, we are a young professionals networking group here in town. It was started 12 years ago by the Tompkins Chamber, the United Way, several other young leaders, and many sponsors. And today, we are still around, and we do lots of things throughout the year, lots of signature events, this being one of them, this being my favorite. And also a lot of volunteer and community service. It is true that many young professionals around here come and go, and Fab5 was designed to celebrate those who stay, those who invest in our community, and those who want to make a difference. So, without further ado, we are very excited to present the 2023 Young Professional Awards tonight, and thank you all for being here.
So for those of you who might not know me, my name is Mary Holland Bavis. I'm the event and program manager at the Tompkins Chamber, and I'm also super thrilled that I was able to chair this event. I am so excited to be able to celebrate these incredible winners tonight. But before we do that, I do want to thank a few folks who are in the room, some who are not, but of course the ones who are amazing winners. And thank you so much to the families and friends who came along to celebrate tonight, so you deserve a round. And also thank you to the Tompkins Connect Board of Directors and members, and the Fab5 Planning Committee. Thank you, Greg, for giving us a shout out as well. Jason Seidel and the Coltivare staff, thank you so much. Food was great. Steve Weed Media for producing and live streaming our event tonight. We've got some table sponsors. The First National Bank of Dryden is here tonight to support Kayla Lane, and Coughlin and Gerhardt is here to support Carly Boudet, so thank you so much. Our gold sponsors are the Triad Foundation, Chris Yelverton State Farm Insurance, and Cayuga Health System. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you. And then, of course, thank you so much again. A special thank you to the Tompkins Community Bank for sponsoring Tompkins Connect, the Fab5 Young Professional Awards, and just in your commitment to recognizing the impact of young people in our community. So with that, it is time to start presenting awards. So I'd like to welcome Sarah Barden from the Tompkins County Chamber to take the stage to present our first award of the evening.
Hi, everyone. I am here to present the Business Leader of the Year award. The Business Leader of the Year is an individual who has excelled in demonstrating their leadership ability as a business professional in the Tompkins County area. This leader has shown great teamwork, communication, perseverance, and vision. This year's Business Leader of the Year is co-owner and broker of Dryden Realty and Apartment Company, Kayla Lane. Manages 480 units located throughout Tompkins County. She and her father purchased the company in 2015, and they lead a very close and dedicated team and have an excellent reputation for the quality of their apartments and the quality of their customer service. She's also an active member of the Dryden Business Association, which is a voluntary group of business owners in Dryden who came together to support and promote each other and cultivate relationships with municipalities and other organizations to help invest in Dryden and cultivate a vibrant community. This group formed about a year ago, and in July of last year, there was an opportunity for the Village of Dryden to apply for a New York Forward grant, a multi-million-dollar grant that could help improve the Main Street in Dryden. The Village of Dryden applied for this grant because they had support from the DBA in doing so, and Kayla took a key role in that process, compiling information gathered from public input sessions, assisting with writing and editing the application. Though the funding was not awarded to Dryden, the process brought the community together and really strengthened relationships between local business owners and the community at large. Kayla had already been thinking of opening a coffee shop in a property at the corner of Route 13 and Route 38, and it was really clear through that planning process that this was not just something she wanted to do, but something the community was craving. So just this past month, she has opened the Corner Brew right on that intersection in Main Street. And so when you're driving through Dryden, feel free to stop in and grab a cup of coffee. It's already become a very important community space. It offers a meeting space to the neighborhood and has been really well received. According to everything that you hear from her colleagues, Kayla is a positive and energetic force, always ready to take the lead on projects that invest in her hometown and always willing to go the extra mile.
I grew up here. So I was born in Ithaca, and then for college I went to TC3 and then went to SUNY Cortland. So I've just stayed in the area and just never had a reason to leave and had all the reasons to stay. I think what keeps me here the most, obviously a core is my family. You know, a lot of my family is still here. But I also think our area just offers so much. I mean, I think you can have, you know, in the summertime, you have the lakes, you know, of course we all love our wineries and now our breweries. So we have so much already right here. I was going to school for business economics with a concentration in finance. So I knew that I wanted to do something with money and finance. When I was in my spring semester at SUNY Cortland, my dad called me. He said, I have an opportunity. I want to know if you want to, you know, buy a business with me. And yeah, I was like, okay, tell me more. So he said it's Dryden Apartment Company. They're a property management company. My dad and I officially bought the business in 2015. And then from there, my dad and I just kind of taken the business and try to make it what we think, you know, is ours and make it into what we see the need in our community. And so right now our goal as property owners is to take dilapidated buildings or, you know, undermanaged buildings and renovate them and, you know, promote more stable and ideal housing for our community. And then from there, we've just found different avenues, which led us to the coffee shop that we're opening in a matter of days. It was very clear that our community was just thirsty for new life as far as businesses are concerned and entertainment and amenities. And the biggest, I would say, amenity we heard as far as being desired was a coffee shop or a meeting spot. And we've managed that building on the corner where we're going now at 1 West Main Street for a number of years, and the Dryden Community Cafe used to be there. We just thought, again, this is a great spot for it, and let's just kind of do it our way. So we want that fun, you know, environment where you could, you know, bring your kids if you've got a day off or, you know, you're staying home with kiddos. But if you're working too, you can bring your laptop in and have a seat and enjoy, you know, homemade cup of coffee, right? And our goal is to hopefully improve Main Street so that when you do drive through, it seems like a place you want to stop. But I think Dryden has so much to offer, and I loved growing up in Dryden, so I'm looking forward to my kids growing up in Dryden schools as well. As far as the award goes, I was completely thrown off. I was extremely humbled just that anybody would think of me in such a way. Then it was just kind of shock. It still is, and there's a lot of shock involved. For me, it just means that what I'm doing and the goals in which I'm trying to achieve, or the energy I put forth into the business and what we're trying to offer our community, just speaks more than I would have thought. And again, it's just because I guess I do this day to day, just knowing that this is, it's like taking care of your child. You don't expect a thank you, you know, you just do it because you love them. So I love my businesses, or I love, you know, what we're trying to achieve. So having a thank you or recognition for it, you almost feel like you backtrack and like, I don't need that. But obviously I feel so humbled by it. To be able to even remotely run a business that I'm proud of, and I feel that, you know, I've made into my own or our own, and then maybe even blossom into different sectors and open new businesses and opportunities, but still be a mom and a wife and enjoy my family. And, you know, that balance is ever changing, but loving both as a woman, I think I feel really proud of, and finding that balance.
Kayla, please come up and accept your award.
Okay, sorry. So first, I want to thank everybody who did put the event together. It's gorgeous. I've actually never been here, so this was a perfect reason to come. But I want to thank everybody. It's a great event, and it's truly a privilege, I think, to have this opportunity here. I actually didn't know that it had existed before now. The running joke is that I actually thought the original email of being awarded, I thought it was spam. And I remember the motions, was like, I gotta delete this. And then I was like, I just had this hesitation, and I was like, wait, I should actually read this email. So I'm really honored and definitely humbled. It's actually really hard to kind of accept, this kind of award or acknowledgement, because I can say what we do on a daily. We don't look for a thank you, like I said, and ultimately I hope that it's bettering a community or bettering your experience in the community. So I certainly didn't know I would have an acknowledgement, but the biggest thing too, my biggest takeaway is this isn't something I do single-handedly. I have an incredible family, an incredible support system between my husband and immediate family, and then we have a great staff. So I definitely don't do this by myself, and honestly, without them, I wouldn't be here. So, but I appreciate it, and I want to congratulate all the rest of the winners too. This is a lot of fun, so thank you.
Thank you so much, Kayla. You make me miss living in Dryden. I know. You'll find me a house. Yeah. So next I want to invite Greg Evans, who's an Associate Professor of Percussion at Ithaca College, to present our next award. You around, Greg? Oh, hey, come on up.
Hello? Make a joyful noise if you're feeling all right out there. I am honored and humbled to present this award to TJ Scopper and Jack Clausen and the proprietors of Deep Dive. I believe that community is not a noun. Community is an action word. It is not something that we sit by idly and witness. It is something we participate in. It is something we give to. And it is something that we receive from. And I think that all of us here tonight have experienced that in some way, shape, or form. I believe that TJ and Jack and Deep Dive are creating a healthy, safe, inclusive, inspiring, paradigm-shifting space for community to happen in Ithaca. Being an artist myself, coming out of the lockdown 2+ years ago, at one point I resigned myself to maybe music within a public space might not happen again. And that was something I got a little radical about. I was like, all right, cool. Maybe I'll go find something else to do, and maybe my colleagues might find something else to do. And when the opportunity arose for TJ and Jack to manifest Deep Dive, I don't yet believe that we have begun to see how Deep Dive has shaped or reshaped our community, and I don't believe we will for years to come. They are producing events of quality, producing events of integrity, and are uplifting us, and I can only speak for myself, out of a very dark time void of art, music, and fellowship. So it is my honor and my privilege to present this award to the Entrepreneurs of the Year, right? TJ Scopper and Jack Clausen and Deep Dive.
Well, I went to Ithaca College, and I was there 2009 until 2013. And then I left for a few years, and then I joined a band that's based out of here called John Brown's Body, and so I moved back.
I ended up in Tompkins County. It's a story you're hearing quite a lot right now. I moved up from Brooklyn during the pandemic, and and planned to move back to the city, but I decided to stick around and start opening businesses.
I was on the road for years, doing anywhere from 150 days to 300 days 1 year on the road, and then the pandemic hit, and in one day I lost 212 gigs.
My wife and I decided we wanted to start a music festival, and TJ and I were lucky enough to meet right as I feel like we were both hitting that point where we were just like, well, we've played a lot of shows, we've done a lot of this kind of thing, wouldn't it be cool if we could be on the other side of it, where we're running the festival or we're running the venue? And yeah, I think we're really lucky to have hit each other right at that crossroad. It turned into a really exciting event, and we worked so well together, we built up a rapport, so we decided we wanted to keep the party going and open up a music venue.
And so Jack and I were scheming on where can we open a music venue, and then kind of as a joke, it's like, oh, we should go check out what was the dock. And so we did a walkthrough and signed the lease, and now it's a music venue once again.
And we were able to swoop in, find this awesome space which already had like a PA, tables, bar, restaurant. It was almost turnkey if we'd liked the way it looked.
And honestly, Ithaca or Tompkins County is a place that if you wanted to start a business, it's not that it's easy, but it's more attainable than in a bigger market like New York.
It's a medium-sized venue. It's got an awesome waterfront deck on the back, which is really what attracted me to it. It's just a great addition. You don't see that very often. I've been to music venues all around the world, and it's super cool to find something with like not only on the water, but like that great waterfront deck as well. It's a very unusual place, but you can really feel the history in the room. Most people haven't changed it all that much, is my understanding. We wanted to slap some paint around and things like that, but we didn't really want to change it. There's a lot of history there. Everyone keeps coming in saying things like, oh, I used to hang out here in the 70s, or 80s, or the 90s.
It was a huge surprise to get this award for both Jack and myself. Prior to getting it, I've never considered myself an entrepreneur. It shows that the risk that we are taking is being acknowledged in a positive way by the community.
Getting this award is a huge deal for us. For me, it really says not just, hey, you've started a business and you've seen some success. It says, hey, you took a risk, and that's scary, and we want to show you some recognition for that. We're psyched that you're taking a risk, and we're psyched that young people are taking on such awesome challenges and bettering the community for doing it. That's really what the award says to me, and it's also great to be able to call your mum and say, hey, I won something, you know? As far as giving advice to a young entrepreneur or a budding young entrepreneur in Tompkins County, I'd say don't wait. I think a lot of people have a tendency to say, oh, in a couple of years, I'm gonna do this. Don't wait, just do it. If it's something you're excited about, something you're passionate about, don't let somebody else do it before you get the chance. If you see the opportunity, you should take it.
I think it's really important to just go for it because you might miss your shot.
We're both super ambitious. We have a production company as part of this as well. We're talking a lot about opportunities to program music for other destinations. Big exciting part of Deep Dive is the ability to take what we're doing in Deep Dive and do it elsewhere. We're really excited about the prospects of that. Ithaca Night Bazaar was a huge success and a lot of fun. And we think we can do it all the better now, having done Deep Dive for 4 or 5 months, whatever it's been.
I think continuing what we're doing, but expanding upon it, like what Jack was just saying about bringing it beyond the walls of Deep Dive, but also to tap into things that this market here in Tompkins County is missing.
And obviously there's thousands of music fans in the community, so what an opportunity.
TJ Scopper and Jack Clausen, please come and receive your awards.
Sure, why not? Hi guys. I want to wrap it Again, just thanks so much for throwing this amazing event. We really appreciate it. It's beautiful. This means a lot to us, as you got from that video. As does Greg's introduction. Oh my gosh, that was that was a lot. I wasn't expecting that. That was very nice. TJ.
Yeah, thank you so much for all of you for doing all the things you do, whether it's for this event or for all the simple things that you do that make Ithaca and yourselves so beautiful. Greg basically stole my whole speech, and it's really humbling to be up here, but this isn't an award for us. And to piggyback off of the last speech that Kayla gave, we have an amazing team of people that not only believe in us, but believe in the community and believe in individualism and believe in creativity. And so without them, I don't even know. We are very lucky people. So yeah, we invite you to come down to check out a show, whether it's burlesque or bands or what else we got?
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Fitnell's in the house. Fitnell's our new partners at Deep Dive. Give it up for them. Seriously, I could not rant, but I could talk at you for a long time about this. But after this, I hope that we can link and talk more about making our space more inviting, not just for you, but your people and things that we haven't thought of, because we are an open book as far as including everyone possible. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you guys. I personally am very grateful for Deep Dive. Please join me in welcoming Katie Church of Youth Farm Project to the stage to present our next award.
Hi. I'm here to present an award to Astrid Castillo, who's the co-director of the Youth Farm Project. And Astrid's not here tonight. She's not feeling well, so sorry to hear that. But you'll get to hear her talk in her video. And Astrid is amazing and was very highly nominated by all the people who nominated her. And she's very well deserving of the award that she won. She holds our organization to incredible high integrity, and the work we do really shows that. So thanks for coming, and hopefully you'll get to learn more about the Youth Farm sometime and more about what Astrid does.
I have a couple friends who own some farms by Seneca Lake, and during college I would just come during the summers and work on their farm, and then we would bring vegetables into the Ithaca Farmers Market. So that really, throughout time led to me building a lot of community here. And then at some point, one of my friends invited me to live in one of the houses she was renting, and then I got a job at Youth Farm, and I was really into the work we were doing there, so I just decided to stay. I love how invested this community is into local foods. Tompkins County is home to so many farms, so I definitely really love that, and just the small community that I've built here has really been meaningful to me. So I think that's the main reason I've stayed. There's so many beautiful natural areas, so many land-based skills, and people, that want to share those skills with others, and I just really appreciate all that. I got a degree at Drew University for environmental science, but what I loved the most was being outdoors and learning more about ecology and just hands-on work, planting trees and stuff like that. And my grandparents on both sides are actually farmers, so I slowly wanted to learn how to grow food. And then I also always knew that I liked working with youth. With Youth Farm, I got to do both of those together, and I started off as an educator, and eventually with the teens, I started developing more of the vision and mission of Youth Farm, and so eventually became one of the directors. The mission of Youth Farm Project is to sort of empower youth to become stewards of the natural and social environments. And we are just carrying on this legacy of activists and change makers who have historically and contemporarily struggled for liberation. And we believe that by engaging with the act of growing food, that directly links us to our liberation. So in working with youth, we're sowing those seeds and hope to grow healing and justice. And we like to think that we're inspiring the future farmers of Tompkins County, or at least inspiring youth to be appreciative of those who are food providers, but especially contributing to individuals building meaningful relationships with the land, with each other, and with themselves. And I think that has ripple effects into, eating healthier and to valuing food providers and farmers, not just here, but everywhere. Part of our work at Youth Farm is that we do grow a bunch of vegetables with the help of youth. And it's really beautiful to do that and then be able to donate all those vegetables, because then the teens see the effects of that in their local community. And most of our vegetables go to No Mas Lágrimas, which is a free food distribution organization, and then the rest goes to the teens who are part of our programs. A day in the life in the summer is I'm at the farm with the teens, having programs, teaching, educating, eating good, harvesting vegetables, and then I'll go home and answer emails. I'm really proud of our work culture. I feel like everyone who works at the youth farm really loves it there, and I feel like it's just a job that really feeds us, brings a lot of joy and abundance into our lives. So I feel really proud about that. At the end of the summer, we always have a family dinner, and the teens walk their families through the farm and show them all the things they've grown. And there's always an abundance of food. And it's always my proudest moment to see how the teens talk about their work, and also to see how their families receive that. And I think they just start feeling so good about the work that they do. They see the effects of it immediately. I feel really proud, and I feel really loved by this community, and this is emblematic of that, I guess. It just makes me feel really loved and cared for by this community.
As Katie mentioned, unfortunately, Astrid is not feeling well, so they are not here tonight. But I was so lucky to be in the room during that interview, and as you could probably see, I was forcing questions to try and get them to talk about themselves, but they just could not keep going on about the amazing work that the Youth Farm Project is doing, which, just goes to show what an incredible leader they are, and we're so lucky to have someone who is so passionate about providing those sorts of resources and opportunities for youth in our community. So thank you so much, Astrid. Hopefully you're watching at home, or maybe you're sleeping. I hope you feel better. Next, please join me in welcoming Gal Bellacore. I did not check that. Yes, sorry, Gal. The interim CEO of the United Way of Tompkins County, to the stage to present our next award.
Thank you very much. Good evening. It is my great pleasure to present the Rookie of the Year Award to Allison Hartman. For those of you who may not have had the pleasure of meeting Allison, she arrived in Tompkins County just last summer, having intentionally chosen to move here after previous visits while her sister attended Ithaca College. On those visits, Allison says she fell in love with this area for its beauty, its people, and its vibe. Raised in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, she graduated from Penn State, where she was a communications major and a pitcher for Penn State softball. After graduation, Allison spent a couple of years doing nonprofit work in a smaller nonprofit and some freelance marketing work. And then fortunately for United Way and our community, she relocated to Ithaca and came with a strong desire to make a difference. And she joined our team late last August as Communications and Engagement Manager. This being a year of transition and rebuilding of our team at United Way, Allison quickly proved herself to be a talented, engaged, and stellar team player who was coachable and quick to take on new responsibilities. As a result, she was soon promoted to Director of Resource Development. In this leadership role, Allison was a key driver of our annual campaign, raising over $1.7 million in 7 months, which will fund over, go ahead, yeah. Which will fund over 50 Tompkins County mission-driven organizations providing critical services in the coming year. Allison launched over 60 workplace campaigns, worked with over 100 volunteer professionals, and communicated with thousands of community members. And Allison does it all with kindness, with integrity, and a sincere commitment to making our community a place where everyone can thrive. She also knows how to have fun. And her quick wit has entertained her colleagues all year, particularly her banter with Cal Walker, who is our relationship liaison. As our year of team building has progressed, Allison recently had the opportunity to move back into the communications and engagement role, now deservedly as a director. Playing to her strengths and bringing new ideas and energy to her work. In this role, Allison will continue to raise both awareness and funds to address needs for those living and working in Tompkins County. She will engage our community learners and volunteers through a new initiative we will be announcing very soon, and I have no doubt she will continue to make a difference. For all of these reasons, keep your eyes on Allison Hartman, and please join me in congratulating her as the 2023 Rookie of the Year. Allison, come on up.
I've always loved the Ithaca area ever since my sister went to school at Ithaca College. And I was just lucky enough to get to move here because my partner now goes to school at Ithaca College as well. What I really love about this community is it's so unique and everyone just really cares about the people living and working here. Everyone that I've come to know here or had the pleasure of working with really cares about making a difference. Right out of college, I started working with a small nonprofit as their communications coordinator. So I had a lot of experience with the nonprofit field already and learned a lot of valuable skills that I transferred over into my current position. And I just really realized that I wanted to take the skills that I have and use them to try to make a difference and create positive change. And I feel that I really found that in my position at United Way, Tompkins County. My position now is Director of Communications and Engagement. I'm just really excited because I know that all the knowledge that I gained over the last 7 months is really going to help me be more creative in how I'm connecting and engaging with community members. As a former athlete, being on a team that's so supportive has really, promoted an environment where you really feel like you can succeed. And I really feel like I have that with my teammates over at United Way. I really just jumped right into our campaign season. So being a major part of our campaign this year has been one of the most rewarding experiences for me, getting to connect with community members and really learn about, what this community needs and what we're doing to make a difference. And one specific thing that I was really excited to get to work on this year, I got to work with the amazing Cornell United Way planning team on the Cornell University campaign. And this year we got to hit goal on the Cornell campaign for the first time in recent years. So that was probably the most exciting thing that I've gotten to be a part of so far. My goal is to, as my role keeps evolving, just keep the work that we're doing within the community evolving with the times and making sure that, we're changing to meet community needs, whatever they may be. Even just the way that you engage with members in Tompkins County, changes year to year, and I think just really, moving forward with the direction that Tompkins County is moving and getting to engage and connect with more people every year would definitely be one of my goals. Being new to this community and, getting to work here and meet so many new people has been such a great experience because everyone is so welcoming. I've lived in a few different places, and I've never been in a place where I just feel like not only meeting so many people, but I'm really connecting with them on a more personal level. First of all, this award is a huge honor. I was so excited to find out that I won this award, and so thankful that my amazing coworkers nominated me for it. But it just feels really great to be a valued member in the community, especially still being fairly new to this area. And it just really, to me, makes me feel like the work that I am doing is making a difference, and that's what I do. I love being here. It's been such a great home, and I just really, I've only been here for 7 or 8 months now, and I feel like I've been here for years.
Allison, would you join me? Congratulations. Thanks. So well deserved. Here you go.
All right. Hello. Well, first, oh my gosh, I have to say thank you, Gail, so much for those kind words. I was tearing up a little bit at the seat over there. It was so nice. And thank you so much for nominating me for this award. Thank you to Tompkins Connect and everyone who planned this amazing event. This has been such a great night so far, and I'm sure will continue to be a great night. It is such an honor to be receiving the Rookie of the Year award, especially among such a talented group of recipients. I just want to say thank you to everyone on my team at United Way of Tompkins County. You're all so great, and you've made working here the last 8-9 months amazing, and it's just so great to be able to work with a team that is so passionate about the work that they're doing and really wants to make a positive impact on this community. I would then like to say thank you to my family and my partner Dominique for supporting me and always pushing me to be better. And lastly, I would just like to say thank you to the Tompkins County community for really welcoming me in and making this place feel like home after only living here for less than a year. It's so clear how much everyone in this community really cares about Tompkins County, and it's just such an honor to get to serve and be a part of this community. I just really can't wait to see what all of us can accomplish in years to come. So congratulations to all the other winners tonight, and just thank you again so much for this honor.
Congratulations again. Please join me in welcoming Michael Perenick of Coughlin and Gerhardt to present our final award of the evening.
So before I start, one of Carly's athletes would like to speak. Her name's Ann Norby. There you go.
Good evening. Hi, my name is Ann Norby. I am one of Carly's, I am one of the athlete,
You're good. Take a breath.
Okay. 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 I'm one of Carly's athletes. Carly is one of my coaches. Carly coaches Special Olympics swimming. Carly has done so much for us athletes. Carly is always there, teaching us, supporting us, never giving up on us. She prepared us for the state games last year. She also coached the national She also coached us at the national games in Florida, which is really awesome. We got to meet Mickey Mouse. She also swam across Cayuga Lake with some of her athletes in women's swimming event for hospice care. Props to you. She is always there at fundraisers. Carly is always looking for ways to spread the word inclusion for others like me, which I really appreciate. Thanks, Carly, for all Thank you, Carly, for all the planning, time, and effort you dedicate to the Special Olympics. Carly, you are always there with the best smile on your face, and I mean it. It's gorgeous. Coach Mike would probably agree. You're a friend, a great role model, a great coach, and this is what I mean to my heart. We are so proud to have you in our lives. So congratulations on your award tonight. Take it away, Coach take it away, Coach Mike.
Whoever had the bet of me crying, you won. I do closing arguments for murder cases. This is harder by far. What she said was perfect. I had a big speech I was going to say, and then Ann said she wanted to talk, and I said, yeah, go ahead. It's going to make my life easier. And this is why she won this award. Special Olympics means so much to so many people, and it can't be expressed in words. It's expressed in what you see here. It's expressed in what's sitting at that table. But if you want to know exactly why she won this award, I only need to point to this past weekend. We had our first ever bocce ball for Special Olympics. So what did we do? We all got dressed up like we were going to the prom and played bocce. Carly helped plan the event, but Carly was the event. She reserved a court at Cornell. She ordered a balloon float for pitchers. Who does that? She ordered the food. She set up a DJ. She set up the courts. And she organized all the teams in the registration. She then had to organize the cleanup of the entire space. And then immediately after the bocce ball, she went to help her staff with a concert that was occurring on campus. A lot of volunteers helped with the bocce ball event, but without someone like Carly, a good idea like the bocce ball would end up being just that, a good idea. She is selfless, caring, and as those who work with her have told me on so many occasions, she gets things done. Our program, our athletes, and me personally, are lucky to have her in our lives. So without further ado, this year's Fab5 Volunteer of the Year, Carly Sue Boudet.
So I ended up in Tompkins County through Cornell, and Cornell was my kind of connector. Originally was only going to be here for like 3 to 6 years, And I feel like Ithaca and Cornell has a way of sucking you in, and then you're here. And I feel like I'm gonna be a lifer now, which isn't a bad thing. It's just not what, I expected when I first came here in 2011. I just feel like Ithaca in general is a very inclusive place in terms of you can be who you want to be and not necessarily be judged. And very service oriented. I work really closely with United Way as well, and it's amazing to see how many individuals in the community are passionate about some type of area and want to be able to give back. And I think that's kind of what embodies Ithaca. So I got involved in 2012 in Special Olympics in the area. And I feel like with Special Olympics, the mission kind of really aligns with who I am as an individual. It's really a community that's based off of your ability and not what you can't do or your disability. And it's an amazing support network. And I got really involved in 2012 as a swim coach. And then we were asked to kind of bring back the Ithaca Polar Plunge, which is an amazing Cornell, Ithaca, Tompkins County tradition now. And it's an amazing way to spread awareness about diversity and inclusion. Now it's this tradition we've been doing for years and years and years. So that was my initial kind of start in Special Olympics back in 2012, 2013. And then it's just kind of grown since then. All of our programs that we offer in Tompkins County and Cortland are completely run by volunteers. We offer 16 different sports on a 3-season cycle, and we were really wanting to kind of shed some light on the amazing work that our athletes do in the local area and our volunteers. So we're hosting the games here again this year in 2023. And to host the games in Ithaca is huge. You really need the whole community to come together and to make it happen. It's a way to help bring awareness to the programs that we have and the opportunities that we have for individuals with disabilities to get involved. I was able to go to the 2018 Seattle Summer Games as the New York State swim coach and take 4 athletes, and they did amazing. And then I got selected to be the head coach in 2022. USA Games were in Florida, 16 swimmers, and we crushed it. We were there for over 7 days. And every swimmer had personal bests, personal records, and in whatever sport you participated and compete in, you get division based off of your ability, not your disability. And so for one aspect of your life, you're not defined by what you can't do, or you're not defined by your disability. You're defined by your ability to do something. And so I think that's why, anytime anything Special Olympic comes around, I'm in it. Winning this award, I think, to me means a lot. It just feels good that people around me acknowledge what I'm doing. One, it helps continue to spread awareness about Special Olympics and the amazing program that they have. But 2, it does feel good because I feel like I had people in my life that told me I couldn't do something, or I wasn't gonna, graduate and go to school, and so it's good to be acknowledged for the things that you can do. And so I would say the thing that I'm most proud of with Special Olympics is the athlete's ability to do something that they're not quite sure they can do, and then you end up doing it. I think that's my thing that I'm most proud of, is being a part of their journey and supporting them, and being able to help them accomplish something that they weren't quite sure if they were able to do or not do.
Before I start crying again, please come up here and get your award.
All right. So I'm really nervous, guys. I'm not really into public speaking, but I'm gonna do it because Ann did it, and she's basically been coaching me this entire time. Thank you for the photos of encouragement. Anywho, I just have a few things I wanted to say. First, I wanted to thank my parents. They're over there. They came from Pennsylvania, which was great. Yay! They've been really critical in kind of shaping who I am as a person and accepting me for me, including allowing me to make up my own words when I was a kid and just kind of going with it. And then me not realizing they weren't real words until I went to college and then used those words. And then people were like, what are you doing? What are you saying? And so that was a fun
fun experience. I also want to thank the Special Olympic program and the athletes that are here. The athletes that are here have also kind of become my family. Anne, like I said, is basically my speech coach right now, which has been great because I can yell at her all I want in the pool, and then she can encourage me on the outside to get up here and speak in front of everybody. And then I have Andrew back there who went to the USA Games with us, and yep, there he is, yep. Did great in golf. He was on the golf course with gators down in Florida, and nothing fazed him. And then I have Emma over there, who I've finally, who I've been able to, yeah, know for over 10 years, and been able to kind of witness her grow into a young adult. So she's going to be 20, I think, soon, which is just crazy. And then I want to thank my staff. They're in the back, my Cornell crew. Yay, thank you. Many of you guys also support Special Olympics, so I really appreciate that. And you guys all kind of work together to nominate me, so thank you. I also want to thank Mike, my partner, who's involved in Special Olympics and never hesitates to support me in any way I can with the program. And then finally, our area has about 150 amazing athletes that have all different types of abilities. Yes. And we're always looking for new coaches, new volunteers, especially this year we're hosting the New York State Games in Ithaca again. I have many folks that are on the planning committee, including Mary and Jesse, and a couple other folks. And so we're always looking for volunteers to kind of help spread awareness and grow our program in the area. If we didn't have coaches, we wouldn't have the resources to support our athletes. So thank you.
Oh, sure. Okay, following that, emotional. Yes, as Carly mentioned, I did write down, I'm glad she mentioned it as well, I'd be remiss to not mention that we need hundreds of volunteers for this upcoming games that are happening on June 9th through the 11th. If you want to volunteer, even just for a couple hours, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to get you on board. So that concludes our program this evening. Wow, what an amazing group of 5 people. So let's just take a moment. I just feel so inspired and empowered by so many of you. I do have a few more thank yous because, I mean, as we've just been thanking so many people tonight, right? So I want to, I mean, the thing is that it's really hard to choose five winners, right? Because there are so many amazing nominations. We've got some judges in the room tonight. I know it was a hard job, but if you want to just raise your hand, we've got Jennifer Tavares. I know that Nia Nunn was here. I don't know if she's still here. We've got Allie Evans. And then is Gavin here? Is there anyone else? Okay, yeah. Give a little wave. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hard choices. We really appreciate all that. Chris Stephanie is here running this Finger Lakes photo booth. Yeah, Chris. We've got the space for, I think, another hour, so feel free to take some more fun photos. Tom Hubble, who's here, thank you so much for the photos, or not the photos, the videos, sorry. I just had a, yeah. For filming and producing our wonderful videos and allowing us to film them in our Brindley Street location. That beautiful mural backdrop is at our 124 Brindley location at the Chamber. Once again, thank you to the First National Bank of Dryden and Coughlin and Gerhart for serving as table sponsors. We really appreciate that. Silo Food Truck for providing the prizes to our winners. Or prizes, not, I guess, just like thank yous. And TJ and Jack, you've got some up here. And then Steve Weed, once again, thank you so much for the live stream support and all of the just being our AV king tonight. Gold sponsors, Triad Foundation, Chris Yelverton, State Farm, Keuka Health, once again, thank you so much. Tompkins Community Bank, of course. Casey Martin for taking all the photos. We love you, Casey. And before we end, I just want to give a shout out to two people who don't probably get enough recognition, but Haley Little and Adrienne Teria, who have led Tompkins Connect through a very challenging, difficult time, have kept this organization running, and they really kind of pulled me in as soon as I started at the chamber and being like, help, let's do this. And it has been such a joy working with both of you. I am so privileged to just have had this experience. What an amazing planning team this has been. I'm so sad it's over, but also we can sleep tonight. Woohoo! But thank you so much. So enjoy your beautiful flowers. We'll have to get a picture. And then also, any winners, we just want to get one group photo before you leave. But that's it for us. But yeah, you've still got the room. Hang out. Well, it looks like they took away the bar, but but there's another bar back there. So feel free to hang out until 9, and then thank you, everyone. Get home safe.